Kong, dun sa mga nag-observe ng mga hearing sa House, of course, marami mga na-impress with the way you were asking those questions. Tanongin ko lang muna no, for the record, are you the lead House prosecutor for the impeachment trial?
Okay, let me answer. There is no lead prosecutor. We are co-equal prosecutors, no? We will be making an equal representation and contribution as part of the prosecution team representing the 19th Congress of the Philippines, specifically the initial 215 members of the House who are supporting the impeachment trial. But I understand the number is still growing.
Nagkaroon na po ba ng division of labor kung sino po yung mga prosecutor na magpo-focus on specific articles of impeachment?
Yeah, you're asking about the article of impeachment we wish to focus on. There is no specific assignment yet, no? Kakatapos lang po ng aming initial meeting that was last week, and we'll be having another meeting this week. And of course, marami pa pong kasunod yan. We'll be having regular meetings in preparation for the impeachment trial. So, as of today, wala pa pong specific assignment, but of course, we understand that among the 7 articles of impeachment, we honestly believe na ang pinaka-solid na ground are the first 3, no? Ang first 3 po natin, one is the threat to the President, the First Lady, and the House Speaker. Second is the misuse of confidential fund, both of the OVP and the DepEd. And the third is the payola in the Department of Education.
Yung sa death threat po, no? Doon sa press con ni Vice President, ang claim niya, hindi daw siya nag-issue ng death threat. Okay? How do you respond to that? Kahit malinaw yung sinabi niya sa video.
Yes, I think the Filipinos from around the world were able to witness the rage, no? Yung galit, the articulation of the threat. Plus, I understand, nagsalita pa siya ng no joke, no? Bagaman, that's what the Vice President is claiming. She did not make an actual threat. I believe what matters is how the people watching her perceived and understand what she is saying. And with all due respect, ang understanding ko sa naging message na there is indeed an actual threat.
Okay. Ano po tingin niyo rin sa timeline na binigay ni Senate President Jesus Cordero? June 2, sabi niya, yung impeachment trial. Ang claim is, of course... go ahead po.
About the timeline, well, there are divided schools of thought, no? Merong opinions na similar to Senate President Jesus Cordero, na they cannot proceed with convening the impeachment court because the Senate is already on recess, no? There's another school of thought which says they can convene anytime because the Constitution, first and foremost, is silent. As a matter of fact, the terminology that was used was forthwith, which the understanding of many, dapat immediate makonvene ang impeachment court at makapag-take ng oath ang impeachment court judges. From my end, Christian, this is a constitutional duty, no? That we have to take, we have to address. Kaya, pagaman there are different schools of thought, sa akin, simple lang yun eh. When the law does not provide, we should not provide. Kung wala namang sinabi na during recess lang pwede mag-convene ang impeachment court, then it follows na pwede. Plus, we should consider the fact na impeachment process is different from legislative process. Ang dapat na talagang on session ang Congress is when they are doing a legislative work. Pero if it is an impeachment trial, this is different from a legislative work. The way I see it, there is no reason at all why they should stop from convening until June 2 of 2025, no? But of course, at the end of the day, Christian, no, we submit to the wisdom and the authority of the impeachment court. And of course, that is the 23 senators who will be sitting as the judges of the impeachment court.
Should the president or can the president call for a special session specifically to convene the impeachment court?
Yes, kaya lang yung sa presidente kasi, pinanood ko yung kanyang interview. He recognizes the principle of separation of power. Gusto niya magkaroon ng initiative from the Senate na kung i-request ng Congress, kung i-request ng Senado to have a special session, he will be authorizing a special session to be able to proceed to the impeachment trial. In other words, ang understanding ko sa demeanor ng presidente ay hindi siya mauuna. If there will be requests coming from the Congress, particularly the Senate, he will work with the Congress para magkaroon ng special session at makaproceed tayo sa impeachment trial. So, ibig sabihin, he's deferring also to the wisdom and authority of the impeachment court, and that is the Senate.
So that is an option. Pero just to convene the impeachment court, dapat manggaling po ba yan doon sa Senate President? He can convene that himself.
If that should come from the Senate President, I believe, yes, kasi sila ito Kahit gusto natin, kahit gusto ng presidente, we have to acknowledge the fact that it will be the 23 senators who will be sitting as the judges of the impeachment court. Kung wala silang gagawin, they will not take the initiative or they will not do something with respect to the request of the public that we proceed to impeachment trial, wala talagang mangyayari. Because there's only one impeachment court, and that is the Senate, no? Kaya, bagaman there are varying opinions about whether they can convene or otherwise, at the end of the day, we really have to submit to the wisdom and authority of the Senate kasi sila yan. Sila yung impeachment court. Kahit gusto natin at hindi tama sa kanilang pananaw, I think hindi matutuloy ang impeachment trial until June 2 of 2025 as pronounced already by our Senate President.
But kayo, would you prefer to hold the trial sooner than June 2?
Actually, it's not material to me anymore whether it is before or after election Kasi ang perspective namin dito sa House, constitutional duty natin to kahit tayo ay obligadong mangampanya. For most of us na may mga kalaban, we are looking forward na maintindihan tayo ng ating mga constituents, no? Na ito ay kasama sa ating pinanumpaang tungkulin which we really have to abide, no? So whether it will happen before election or after election, we in the prosecution team are always ready to do our responsibility.